Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, everyone. Coming in. Come on in. How's everyone's weekend been? I took the weekend off to try to get my house in order, get things ready for school time. How's everyone been? Hello, Dawn. Hello, Miss Sharon. I keep thinking I'm going to make my intro a little longer so that everybody has warnings. Warnings or notifications that, hey, I'm coming on because I'm so sporadic. I'm trying to keep it at around 2:30 every day now. How is Australia? Is it Australia, Sharon, that you're from? I still want to see the kangaroo in your backyard, girl. I got to see that somehow. Don't kangaroos, honestly, don't they fight, punch each other or what have you? Can I say that on YouTube? I'm talking about kangaroos. I hope I can. Yes, Australia. Gosh, that's so cool. My son wants to go to Australia. I keep telling him, you guys have big spiders though, right? So I would not be able to live there. No offense. But my biggest fear is big spiders. Everyone's coming in. Okay. Hi, Nicey Marie. Hello. Come on in. Come on in. Hang on just a second, guys. We'll get this set up. Hang on. You got the notification. Okay, Sharon, the boys do, but I have an older lady hanging around my house. Oh, I love kangaroos. They're so cool. Hello, Lisa King. Trying to give everyone a lot of time to come in. My weekends from Friday through Sunday evening are so packed anymore. So on the weekends, I may not be coming on unless, Saturdays I get some sort of break. But, Tennessee football is starting. So there's always something going on in my house during UT football. Guys, I'm going to put up this banner for trigger warning. We're going to talk about Jayden Spicer, but we're also going to talk about something that I found that came across my news feed. It's going to be major triggers. Okay. Just letting you know, we are in true crime. So it is going to be, gruesome. It's crazy what these moms do, in my opinion. But everything we talk about here is speculation. And in my opinion, Nice Marie, glad you came on. It's 2 o'clock the mo, giving me time to relax and enjoy. Come on in, sister. Hello, YouTuber. Come on in. There was something that came across my news feed for whatever reason for Minnesota. Hello, Dawn. Hello. It says, and this is crazy, guys. Big trigger, okay? The article says removing blood from his body. Mother tortured her 3 children, faked medical diagnosis, and stowed Medicaid funds. One child said the bleeding made his body feel sick, sleepy. Now, this is crazy. Hello, Melanie. Come on in. This is crazy, guys. I'm going to read this story. A Minnesota woman will spend decades behind bars for her horrifying and bizarre regime of abuse and torture meted out to her children. Hello, Elaine. Come on in. Authorities announced this week. In June, Jordan Borders, 35, was convicted on all of the 11 charges against her, including 1 count of attempted 3 counts of child torture, 3 counts of stalking, and 4 counts of theft by false representation, according to Minnesota Attorney General's office. Yeah, nicey. This is trigger warning. I just wanted to read this short story before talking about Jayden. On Thursday, she was sentenced to spend 468 months, just shy of 40 years. Lisa King, I don't think it was ritual stuff. I think the mom was mentally ill. And I think that, what is it called? Is it called Munchausen syndrome or something like that? That's probably what they're going to say about it. This is kind of like the Gypsy Rose thing, is what the vibes are coming across to me. She will spend 40 years in state prison by Crow Wing County Judge Patricia Ains. Borders crimes are some of those that are most heinous and agonizing I've seen in my time as Attorney General. Yes. Munchausen by proxy. Yes. Said in the statement, I'm praying for her children's recovery, the suffering and trauma they endured. Details of what the victims went through are particularly disturbing. Trigger warning, yes. Thank you, Sharon. Details of what the victims went through are particularly disturbing. Borders acts included, but were not limited to, engaging in medical child abuse by performing specific acts against her own children that led them presenting with false medical conditions to their medical providers. The Attorney General's office noted in a press release, this included Borders forcibly withdrawing blood from her 9-year-old child prior to his doctor's visits with a syringe. Yes, YouTuber. Horrific. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Some of these crazy moms, and I'm saying they're crazy. You have to be insane to even think to do anything to your children like this, okay? You are crazy and insane. I'll just straight up say it. I don't care. They ain't no my opinions. You're insane. Other methods of blood extraction used by the mother on her children included various catheters such as a PICC line, which is inserted into smaller veins, typically on the arms, and a central line, which is inserted into major arteries like the chest or the neck. Imagine what these babies went through. She needs more than 40 years, guys, and she never needs a chance to get her children back. Borders then presented the child at the doctor's visits and hospitals, where he was observed as having dangerously low hemoglobin levels. The press release continues. Law enforcement began investigating the defendant in May of 2022 after the hemoglobin issue became unavoidable for staff at Children's Hospital. A search warrant was executed at the Borders home in Industrial Road in Cross Lake, a tiny town located some 150 miles north of Minneapolis. I know, Sharon, surely the doctors would pick it up. A probable cause, she was arrested in November 2022. A probable cause affidavit details the blood extraction scheme. Hello, Jules, come on in, yay! I'm emailing you tonight. Okay, great. I was afraid that my email was messed up. Child 2, who is 9 years old, was seen at the Children's Hospital with the concern of his hemoglobin numbers dropping. Child 2 was monitored with the only explanation of his numbers dropping is that someone was removing blood from his body. Trigger warning. Defendant said that the hospital lab was removing too much blood from child 2. However, during a forensic interview on 11/21/2022, the 3 children disclosed they had observed defendant withdraw blood from child 2 frequently before doctor's visits where he was being tested. This is insane. What is wrong with these people, man? The children furthermore disclosed that they were directed by defendant to then flush the blood down the toilet, and they were told by defendant to not say anything. Hey, Town Chat, come on in, come on in. Thank you for hitting the like button. Child 2 said he was really sick and had to go to the hospital, and defendant just kept drawing my blood and blood and blood. She kept doing it and said, don't tell anyone. Child 2 said it made his body feel sick, sleepy. Y'all, this, if you're just coming in, I'm going to talk about Jayden, but this is a story from Minnesota about a mother who done all this to her children. She had 3 children. Other incidences of faked illness included forcing her children to wear boots, casts, and neck braces, even though they did not have any identified fractures or diagnosed injuries. While self-diagnosing them with brittle bone disease, one child was in a cast for over 2 years. Another child stated that warders would instruct the child to vomit at the doctor even though he didn't need to, and to cough as if he had asthma, at which time asthma medication was prescribed. The press release continues. The defendant also forced one of the children to wear unprescribed hearing amplifiers, which led the child to develop a boil on the back of their ear. Note him, they did not find Jayden Spicer yet. And yes, I'm going to talk about him also. This is a story out of Minnesota, honey. The physical abuse was not limited to the medical. Boarders' 3 children also testified they were BEATEN with charger cords, belts, and spoons. One child said they were BEATEN with a cord until they bled. The children also testified their mother made them stand outside in the cold without clothing until their bodies felt like they were burning, withheld food, and regularly threatened to kill them. During trial, prosecutors provided the sense contempt woman reign of a child victimization terror went on for some 5 years. These children, guys, went through this for 5 years. The torment suffered by her children, let's see, 3 children were not just physical, however, and also included incidences of verbal and emotional abuse. The defendant was also convicted of defrauding the land of $10,000, hello TJ, Lake's medical program, to the tune of $18,000, according to the Attorney General's office. This was done by falsifying symptoms for one of her children and then claiming to be the child's personal care assistant. You can read that story. It's out of Minnesota. Let's see here. And go look up law and crime, guys, on that. And now I'm going to move forward to Jayden. Okay, let's see here. I have so much in my phone. I'm trying to read from my phone, guys. Hang on just a second. Okay. I think, what are we on? Are we on day 7 of Jayden being missing? Can y'all remind me of that? Hang on just a second, guys. Sorry, guys. I got a phone call right in the middle of my live, of course. Let's see. Jayden Spicer was a 10-year-old boy. He's supposed to be 5 foot tall or 5'1", and the picture that they've given us doesn't look like he's 5'1", in my opinion. Hello, Miss Ann. Come on in, honey. Come on in. Does not look like he's 5'1". I've been going through Facebook for a lot of updates, guys. I've got to study into this case more. But I was listening also on Justin's, and he has very good information. If you want to go sub up to Justin on Clutch Them Pearls, he is amazing with his stories. Let's see, there's some comments on Facebook. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Hey, Kai. Is it Kai Kiki? There's a lady that says, God have mercy. I'm really starting to worry. They say he lived with grandma till she passed, then gave him to an aunt. She didn't want him. Now, guys, I've seen the sister of the aunt on Facebook and on interviews. And just in my opinion, it looks like the aunt actually had her hands so full, in my opinion. And I could be wrong, but I think she had like 5 children or something. I think she had like 5 children, and when she had to take care of Jayden and it got to be too much, I'm really not sure. So she says it's not my place to speak on, but I don't think the aunt didn't want him. Maybe she had a lot going on and already had kids to take care of. Let's not speak on the good people of the situation. So from my understanding, the aunts are out there busting their humps. They're the ones out there, boots on the ground, searching for this little boy, guys. And when they're saying no scent, usually when there's no scents, picked up from dogs or what have you, that's usually a good indication, in my opinion, that he didn't walk out. Okay. I do have a video that I'm going to pull up and play really quick, and then we'll read more about him and we'll chat. Y'all can chat in the chat and, tell me what you think about this situation. But let's share my screen and pull this up. Let's see here. Let's see. This was day 2 of the search, and I think we're on day 7, if I'm not mistaken. Day 2, and it's a news article. Hang on just a second, guys. I don't know what's going on. There we go. At the stage. Credit goes to, I think it's W. Let's see here. Credit goes to WK. Good grief. Okay. Credit goes to trying to put it on the screen. Credit goes to WKYT News. We're going to push play on this. This was day 2. But I want you to pay attention to how this little granny's eyes are kind of, when the man's talking, she's kind of side-eyeing him like, I don't know about that. I want you to pay attention to that. And I think the officer speaks on this too. I'm going to play this. I hope my internet don't act crazy. Yes, the fair use. Yes. Hello, Kathy Gordon. I'm going to put that There's a Fair Use Act I will put up. My internet is just horrible right now, and I'm not sure what's going on. StreamYard's moving slow. I'm going to change programs because this is insane. I do not know what's going on. There we go.
WYMT's McKinley Calandrino has been in Jackson all day and has the latest.
Today is day 2 of crews searching for Jayden Spicer, the missing 10-year-old boy in Breathitt County. Crews have been on the ground since early Thursday morning, searching by foot with canines, helicopters, and sonar equipment.
So we have a lot of different tools in place, and we're going to continue to search until our resources are exhausted.
As of Thursday, troopers say this is an open-ended investigation, meaning they are leaving every possible situation on the table, investigating from several different angles.
So as of right now, this investigation does not meet the qualifications for any type of alerts. It doesn't meet for an AMBER alert or an EN alert at this time. Without documented mental disabilities, it wouldn't qualify.
Troopers say while they do not have any evidence to believe Jayden was kidnapped, they are still keeping it open as an option. Painbowl Branch Road has been monitored throughout the day, with crews allowing only authorized personnel access to the scene. However, the folks that live in that holler have seen them searching day and night tirelessly.
We saw all the state polices and all that going up down the road. I mean, lots of them, and I guess they were detectives.
Fire department, rescue people, and people from everywhere wanting to help.
While the neighbors say they did not know the boy personally, they had seen him and the family around a few times. Douglas said that he talked to who they say is Jayden's stepdad that morning.
He told me what had happened, you know. And when they went to bed, everything was fine. When they woke up, he was gone, so they went searching, hollering, doing all they could, but finally called the police.
While Jayden's mother did not want to be on camera, she did provide a statement saying, "We love Jayden and we want him safe at home. Please, if anyone sees my son, Jayden Spicer, please report it to the Jackson Police Department. Thank you. We love him very much. Do the right thing. Call the police. Please pray for us and my son, Jayden."
Same objective, same goal as it has been from the start, to locate Jayden safely and bring him home.
KSP reminds people if you have any information on Jayden's whereabouts to contact 911 immediately. In Breathitt County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
And I know there's been a lot of talk on social media about why this or that alert has not been issued, and you can learn more about the different types of missing person alerts and when they are issued by going to our website at WYMT.com.
Okay, guys, that was on day 2 of search. And so, yes, Jayden's aunts. Okay, let's see here. I saw CG saying there is an updated picture of Jayden. I'll have to look for that. That would be great. A Candace Wells tactic. Maybe so, Nicey Marie. I'm not sure, hon. Where's the bio dad? We've not heard anything, Charlene, of bio dad. Yeah, we have not. Miss Ann, yes, that the video that Lady Freedom made of your son as a memorial was amazing. Okay, credit goes to for this. Let me pull this up. This is going to be credit to Mappy. I don't know how to pronounce this long name, on TikTok. Okay, and it's for Fair Use Act for Learning and Speculation. We're going to pull him up. He done an update, I believe, as of yesterday of what the ants have provided in an update. I want to share that with you guys. Let's see here. I'm going to push play.
Hey guys, so we have an update pertaining to Jayden Spicer's disappearance by way of his aunts. This came via a post on FB by Timothy.
Okay, if my internet would stop going in and out. I'm not sure why it's acting crazy. I never have trouble out of internet.
Hudson, he's been really good at providing text updates when it comes to this case. He's someone that used to live in the area, very, very helpful. The post reads, at this time, the public search remains closed. The Kentucky State Police is actively following multiple leads, some of which have been resolved and others that are still ongoing. While individuals are welcome to search their own property, KSP, Kentucky State Police, has specifically requested that no one enter Felicia and Josh's property or engage with them in any confrontational manner. Samantha and I have been working closely with the K9 unit, covering countless miles of mountainous terrain in our search for Jayden. Our focus is entirely on bringing him home, and we do not have the time or intention to share photos or videos of these efforts, as our purpose is not publicity, but finding our boy. Kentucky State Police has asked that no one interfere with their ongoing investigations or leads. For this reason, the public search will not be reopened at this time, as uncoordinated searches could potentially disrupt the progress being made. So this is definitely more promising than what we were hearing earlier today, which is that they don't really have any leads that they're going off of. Now we're hearing that they have multiple leads, which is definitely a good sign. I do stand by the fact that I do believe that it's odd that Jayden's mom and stepfather have not come out publicly to ask for help, to provide updates, to advocate for the search efforts for their son, but this is what we're dealing with at the moment. So I will continue to keep you guys updated. Make sure to follow. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. Please continue sharing Jayden's missing flyer, and if you have any information, if you saw something, heard something, think you saw something, think you heard something, contact authorities. I will put their number in the description.
Okay, and that was Matt on TikTok. Credit went to Matt on TikTok. He done a great job on that. Guys, this little kids, in my opinion, do not just go poof in the middle of the night. There has to be someone that knows something. Multiple leads, yes, YouTuber. At first, they were saying there was nothing. Now there's multiple leads. There's people on here saying they'd like to help. I guess it's locals. They're saying they would like to walk around ditch roadways and other embankments. Might sound crazy, but maybe in the roadway somehow. That's a good point. At this time, they're asking for the public not to help with the search. That's what I've heard, because they don't want anything contaminated. I guess, you get a bunch of people out there searching. You get a bunch of different scents. If they have to bring in scent dogs, from my understanding, then it just discombobulates everything and confuses the dogs. Let's see. Someone says, why is this not all over the news? And then everybody says, oh, it went to Nancy Grace. It's all over YouTube. So evidently, like, the local and national news is not reporting on it very much, but YouTube is keeping it alive. That's what we need to keep going on Sebastian also. This case reminds me a lot, for some reason, of Sebastian, going missing in the middle of the night. Just poof. No nothing, and then all of a sudden we got leads. So that's great. That's great news on this. The aunts are searching. There was someone saying, I keep asking, why is KSP press conference? Why are they not doing any press conferences? Someone says it'll happen maybe once it's turned to a recovery or they find him. I'm sure the trooper has posted up to 2 days ago. They're focused on the search, and pressers aren't required. You heard on TikTok that Josh Spicer is very controlling. Apparently, he takes Jayden's mom's phone from her when she goes out, etc. I do know on Facebook the one thing that has everybody questioning the mom is that she's going about her day. We don't know her. We can speculate. I mean, she does have a history. The stepdad does have a background too. There are many people that have straightened out their lives, that have done wrong in the past. But when a child goes missing and you didn't want him in the first place, that's my problem. And then you're going to McDonald's and there's people saying that, we need the mom and the stepdad to come forward and get with the media and explain some things, and there won't be any speculation. I don't know if you've heard one of the aunts speak out on Facebook or not. Y'all may not be able to see this. I'm not sure. Says clarification. She does say some bad words in here, so I'm not saying those. There are several rumors about how Jayden ended up in Felicia's care. My sister, and I think she's meaning the aunt right here, is already going through HELL without everyone's BS. She may mean Felicia. I'm not sure. I just wanted to read you this. Jayden was living in her home with Mama. Once Mama passed, Felicia automatically gained custody back. Hello, deafening silence. Come on in. CPS has been involved the entire time. They cleared her to have Jayden in her home. Samantha knows more about Jayden than anyone and loves him more than anyone. Before you run your mouth, you get your blank straight. Our little family is already going through blank, searching on our own, exploring other places we have heard about, trying our D to bring him home. I've reached my limit with the rumors, so everyone just needs to shut the up. Okay? So that is from the two aunts on Facebook as of last night or yesterday, saying that they're searching for Jayden and they're not wanting these rumors going around. And if they are innocent, I wouldn't either. But we don't know. We're speculating. We're trying to put the pieces together. It's very hard, But I did see, okay, town chat. See you in a little bit, babe. I did see where the stepdad did have charges on child abuse in the past. Now, that does make me wonder, okay, because it said that he had, I think, picked a child up and threw them, and I don't know what all. No, that's not good. That's not good to have a background like that, This lady says, I was thinking they should check the boy's internet history because he might have lured out by posing as a friend. I don't know. Surely they have internet up there, but sometimes you don't have internet. A parent doesn't automatically get custody back if a guardian passes. It might have been a temporary prevention plan that CPS did to allow him to go back to the mother. In the state of Kentucky, a petition for custody has to be done. Sometimes an emergency custody order can be done. Generally lasts 72 hours. Only a judge can restore custody, and generally it's a lengthy process. So, I thought they didn't want anyone to search. So why is the family, if they wanted to protect Nicey? That's what I'm wondering. I think it should just be law enforcement at this point if they're not wanting to contaminate. That's a good catch, girl. When was the last time the child was seen by anyone other than a parent? Okay. From my understanding, from listening to everything, neighbors and such, in my source, the mom had the other children. I don't know if she had the other children, but she did go to open house on Tuesday for the school because they're starting back school, but no one saw Jayden that night. And then he was supposedly missing from Tuesday night into Wednesday, and they called on Wednesday. It's very, very weird to me. And I don't know if he has a history of doing this or not. No one said. This lady says, I agree 100%. There's something off about the whole situation. No way a child afraid of the dark is going to wander off in the middle of the night. Then they waited something like 12 hours to report it. No. So let's see. People are really having an issue with the mom writing a note also. Yeah, some family members said they have not seen Jayden since July 3rd. I'd like to get a clear answer from the aunts on that also, KETUCKY. I really would like to get a clear answer on that one. Some people are asking, does Jayden, or no, the aunts did put a post out that said Jayden does have medical issues. Their house isn't directly near Panbo Lake, but it's close to it. He requires sensitive care, and they are praying for the best. This lady says, no, I'm going to read this. This is just from someone. Kiki, do you think he was missing a while with school starting? They have reached a point they have to report it. Deafening silence. In my opinion, yes. What parent wouldn't put their face out there and beg for a return of their child while writing a note? I don't understand, TJ. I really don't. Like, I would literally, you guys would think I was a complete nutcase because I would be everywhere, calling on news media, everything, and begging to God to be on camera. You know? This person writes, not just the mom, the stepdad too. The stepdad used to be married to my non-biological son's mother. He abused our son when he was 8 years old, choked him, etc., and body slammed him on the couch one night. We had to go to court to get a restraining order against the husband. Our son is now 24, but he still remembers everything. So there you go. From someone that is talking about the stepdad. Okay. Evidently, CPS was involved in the past, and police, restraining orders, order protections, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, town chat. If you notice, these cases are similar. Step parents missing all of a sudden, but they're afraid of the dark, but they walk out of the house. Yeah, TJ. Agreed. All right, guys. Well, I wanted to talk about him. If there's any more updates, I will keep you updated, even if it's just a post on my wall. If I can't go live, I will continue to post. Sharon and Kathy, I'm okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm just reading in the chat. Was this child barefooted? We don't know, Kathy. I'm not heard of him being barefoot. Nobody's mentioned shoes. I'm wondering when, I'm wondering if luminol was used on the home. That's my biggest thought. I think police should have, they treat it as a missing child case. But of course, they need to treat every missing child's case as criminal. In my opinion, that needs to be in a law. In my opinion. Okay. Another thing, whether you like our president or not, guys, and I'm not going to come on here about political terms or anything, but who's in office at the moment, I did not know this, but he actually deployed people to clean up DC, the military. He deployed those today. It was live. And they had so much crime going on in DC. He's trying to clean that area up with military. You do know that you can email or write a letter? If you can, get on there today, guys. I'm going to email, and whether he gets to read it, whether whoever gets to read it, we need something done about missing child cases in Tennessee, Kentucky, everywhere. But Tennessee is really, really bad, you know? I'm going to write an email to him. I know that may sound crazy because he may not ever get it. No one may ever answer. But what if we actually all came together and emailed or wrote a letter to our president and he said, hey, okay, let's check into Tennessee. What is going on with these missing kids? You know? At KETUCKY, I feel that we as a community should seriously consider forming a group to look into creating a board involving parent, victims, etc. That's a very good idea. Very good idea, deafening silence. But, you know, let's do an email to the president. Look it up. Email President Trump. And whether, you know, you're Republican or whatever, guys, doesn't matter, whoever's in office, we need to get their attention on all these children's crimes, okay? All these children's crimes in Tennessee, Kentucky, the bordering states. It's really, really bothering me. Like, it does something to your mind when you see all this going on. Kiki, right? To his wife, she is a child advocate, the first lady. Google her. Wow. Okay. Yes, good old boys club. Corruption runs very deep. Hey, me and you, we're about to go off, honey. I'm sorry. My kids are about to be home from school, but if you have time, guys, let's do an email to our president. And people's going to say, ha, she's crazy. I don't care. I'm going to do an email. Okay, and I'm going to talk about the crime and the missing cases in Tennessee. They said our crime downtown here in the location that I'm in is so bad. It's bad, guys. And if I could show you a video, if I could figure out how to show a video from Facebook, the crime around here, they said it's going down. I feel like it just keeps getting worse every day. Okay. Hi, Megan Els. I'm sorry. Yes, please replay, not repay. All right, guys. Love y'all. Sorry to hold you so long, but thank you for coming in. Please hit the like, share button, guys. I'm almost about to reach 500 subscribers. I am going to get together the drawing before Friday of my members. So if you could go under my wall, on my wall somewhere, and just say, hey, I'm a member, because some of them that's not public, I can't see that you're a member. And so thank you so much. Love you guys. See you later on in the streets, Miss Sharon. You should step up the option for memberships once you can. Town chat, I can't get memberships until I have, I think it's 1,500 more viewing hours, and I'm going to have 500 subscribers, and I have I'm 150 away. Not crazy. I've sent emails to President First Lady about Tennessee and beyond missing children. Great, deafening silence. That's what we need to do. Let's just keep sending them. Love you guys. Have a great day. And I'll keep you informed on my wall if I see anything else about Jayden. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.